30. Kind of hard to believe I'm actually saying that. I didn't actually think turning 30 was that big of a deal. 6 months into being 30, I can't say it's the same thing. I went from living in Vegas to being back in DC here with my family, dealing with a young sister who has leukemia, and having got my first TV show picked up, and I don't even know where that's going. So I guess for the moment I'm a de facto television producer getting paid nothing and having to go back to working at a bar, which I haven't done in 3 years, which I didn't think that I would do.
Voicemail of Elizabeth Shore with the Ultimate Fighting Championship. Please leave your name and number, and I'll return your call as soon as possible. Thank you.
Hey Elizabeth, it's me, John. I guess I just want to call and say that I'm going to be out there probably the end of July to grab my stuff.
I mean, I haven't talked to her since the middle of February, and it's now, the beginning of June. So, yeah. I don't know where both of us stand. I think that I'm probably holding on still a little bit, and she's probably let go completely. We'll see.
That was disappointing.
I mean, I had full intentions of marrying her at some point in time, and then for things to fall apart the way they did, and then be forced to come back to my parents' house where I didn't really want to go, with no money, with no job, and knowing that she still had like everything she'd had before, and I'd given up, in my mind anyway, so much to try to be with her and start this life together. Ultimately, I know now that you can't give up everything in your life to try to be with another person. You have to have your own thing going on. Like, as much as love is grand and everything else, it can't be the sole thing trying to like glue you guys together.
Do the clouds in the sky decide where when they will give rain?
I think everybody that I met, I kept on projecting this desire for a relationship on them, and there's just never that connection. I think the bar for me now is so high, having had that instantaneous connection with Elizabeth, that it's going to be hard for me to kind of justify being in another relationship if there's not sort of that same connection. I think at 31, at 32, at 35, 40, I mean, I want to be where everybody else wants to be. I just want to be happy. I don't think that that's a place or a job or whatever else. I think it's a combination of all of those things. I think you just got to keep the dream alive and keep on plugging away, doing what you think will make you happy. And if it doesn't, do something else.
Yes, I feel like I'm being forced into some quick decisions.
I do feel kind of a clock ticking, particularly for my career. All of the major lessons for me have come in the form of teaching me what I haven't wanted to do up until now. That's probably what my 20s were about.
You're verging on 30, I was thinking, okay, I've got a great brand new car, I live in the suburbs, I'm married, check, 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 what's next? Okay, that means kids.
I gotta make sure there's something to show for it. That's really the big question, is what's the damn point at the end of the day?
Kind of got rid of all the girls. Just too much of a distraction, I think, in terms of getting work done and getting stuff done and kind of moving on with my life.
30 is when I finally get to be myself.